Basketball fans, we're almost here. Preseason hoops are underway, and while they don't matter in terms of wins and losses, these games can be very important for rookies. They aren't always an indicator of future success, but it's a higher level of competition than Summer League and gives us some signs of how a player could be utilized on their NBA team. I'm going to take a look at some players from this 2024 draft class who stood out in their preseason debuts and see if this could be an indicator for success entering their rookie years. While much was made of Alex Sarr's struggles at Summer League, it's worth noting for many top picks that's a time to experiment. Though in his preseason debut with NBA teammates, Sarr was much more efficient offensively and was utilized in both pick and pop and as a rollman where he showed nice chemistry with Jordan Poole. On top of that, he also knocked down some threes off spot-ups. The rookie who was praised for his defensive upside also showed flashes on that end. When this possession starts, Sarr's closer to the left baseline. Though as it develops, he settles into the paint. As Jakob Poeltl flashes into the paint for a touch, Sarr has to be alert, but you could see Poeltl off the catch as already anticipating a pass to a cutter. Sarr quickly rotates and blocks the potential layup. Here as Chris Boucher drives, Sarr's waiting around the nail, though Boucher passes to Kelly Olynyk, who wants to get downhill. Sarr notices this quickly, and it doesn't take long for him to be moving stride for stride with the ball handler. Olynyk's now forced into a tough pass, with Sarr draped on him while getting his arm into the play, and it leads to a turnover. This was an encouraging outing for Sarr and the Wizards, as he not surprisingly looked better offensively alongside higher-level players, and he flashed skills on both ends that had many high on him as a prospect. The Detroit Pistons' selection of Ron Holland with the 5th pick was surprising to many, but he impressed me with how he impacted his first preseason game in a variety of ways. Here, Cade Cunningham is getting into a nice look off the catch from 3. They'll watch Holland into the right corner. Once he shoots, Holland runs towards the basket, goes up and competes with Bobby Portis for the rebound, and tips it to himself before ultimately chasing it down to reset the possession. A wing with high-end athleticism, Holland projects well defensively and flashed signs of that in his preseason debut. Here the rookie is guarding DeLon Wright, and Damian Lillard sets a screen to get in the pick and roll. Though Holland works through the screen easily, and is giving Wright very little room to operate. Wright loses his balance, and Holland takes advantage to grab the steal and go the other way. This possession, the rookie starts by defending Lillard in pick and roll, though as Pat Connaughton sets a slip screen, some rookies would stick with a legendary scorer in Lillard here, not Holland, as he quickly switches to get to Connaughton as he worked towards the basket. Now when Lillard runs pick and roll again with Brook Lopez, the big man gets the ball rolling downhill. But look what Holland does here. He immediately rotates to put himself in position to take a charge. It works, and the rookie's savvy play draws a turnover. Leading up to the draft, the main note on Holland was that he needed to improve as an outside shooter. That's still the case, and while he showed flashes getting downhill, he had some trouble finishing while also taking some erratic shots. While the offensive end was always projected to be a work in progress, Holland's defense and willingness to do the little things stood out and are encouraging signs that he contribute while that part of his game develops. Zach Edey likely faces a task few top 10 picks have as rookies, starting for a team with aspirations of a deep playoff run. Edey struggled with foul trouble in his preseason debut, but showed flashes of how he could impact games playing with the Grizzlies starters. Here, John Morant comes off a screen to get the ball and immediately goes downhill. Though Morant's such a dangerous driver, look how many defenders automatically rotate to cut him off. However, if you look hard enough, you could see a 7'4", 300-pound Edey running in from the right elbow. Morant's patient and throws a lob that leads to an easy dunk. Here the Grizzlies get in the pick and roll with Edey and Marcus Smart, though after Edey sets the screen, look how much space is created that Smart's defender will have to make up. With the threat of Edey rolling to the basket, Daniel Gafford's in drop coverage, so it allows Smart to attempt a wide-open pull-up jumper. While the shot doesn't go down, it's a good process, and the Grizzlies could run this action with Desmond Bane utilizing the screen and maximizing his ability to shoot off the dribble. While a player of Edey's size will have concerns about defending in the pace and space era, he did show some flashes. Here Edey's defending the screener at pick and roll. Though Daniel Gafford rolls to the basket, Edey's able to rotate over and contest the layup attempt. With the mix of size and length, this is now a tough shot for a guard to try and get up, and it won't be surprising if the rookie alters a bunch of shots in a similar fashion this season. This highlights what was a big question for Edey. How will he defend guards and wings in isolation? Here against Spencer Dinwiddie, Edey holds his own, as the guard is unable to create any separation off dribble moves, though as Dinwiddie does try getting downhill. Desmond Bane rotates to help. Dinwiddie tries to make a pass out towards the right corner, but Marcus Smart's right there for the steal. We didn't get to see how Edey could complement Jaren Jackson in this game, but aside from the foul trouble, I'd say this was a solid first impression for the rookie. Ryan Dunn was regarded as one of the best wing defenders available in the 2024 draft. The Suns selected him 28th overall, but the knock on him was his struggle shooting. He not only struggled from deep, but took just 51 threes across 65 college games. So what does Dunn do in his first preseason game? He took 6 threes in 24 minutes and made 2 of them. That he's willing to take these shots so early is a great development for the Suns, and the defense was on display too. Here, Dunn is defending LeBron James in isolation. LeBron sizes him up, and with the size advantage decides to take him to the rim. Dunn does a nice job closing off the driving lane, and in doing so gives Royce O'Neal a chance to rotate, and on this occasion it leads to a blocked shot. In this instance, LeBron is backing Dunn down on a post-up. When he gets to his spot to turn around for the jumper, you can see Dunn extends his arm. This might have been to try and strip the ball, but it appears to be in James's line of vision. Regardless, it works, and the rookie recovers and has a nice contest on a shot that James misses. The Suns will need help on the perimeter defensively, and if Dunn continues to make strides and gain confidence as a shooter, it might not be long until he solidifies a role in the rotation. There are other rookies who have impressed early and will continue to do so. Though with preseason getting underway, I wanted to at least mention a few guys who made some early impressions. It's going to be a fun group of young players to watch, and what figures to be a wide-open race for Rookie of the Year. If you made it this far, thank you, and if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest basketball analysis.